Snickerdoodles are thick, buttery vanilla cookies with a crunchy, sugary cinnamon topping. They are Christmas time in handheld form and a cookie that pleases literally everyone. In a medium-sized mixing bowl, whisk together 2 3/4 cups of all-purpose flour, 1 teaspoon of baking soda, and 1 teaspoon of fine sea salt. Part of what gives these cookies such amazing texture is the fact that we're gonna cream the butter and the sugar. So in order to properly cream your butter and your butter's gonna have to be at room temperature. So here's a quick way to bring it right to the temperature you want. Place the butter on a microwave-safe plate, and then you're gonna pop it in the microwave and microwave for 10 seconds. Then you're gonna do a quarter rotation on that butter stick, add it back to the microwave, and microwave for another 10 seconds more. At this point, you wanna check to see if you need to keep going. If your butter is almost easily indented with your finger by just applying gentle pressure, you can pop it back in the microwave for another 5 to 10 seconds. So now your butter's just right. We're gonna carry on with the wet ingredients. Add 1½ cup of granulated sugar and 1 cup of room temperature unsalted butter to a large bowl and mix on medium-high speed for 3 minutes. As always, I find it best to set a timer so you don't cheat, and you're just gonna keep mixing on medium-high speed until your butter looks a little bit lightened in color and the mixture is light and fluffy. Now we're gonna add in 2 large eggs. If you're being a good baker, go ahead and crack those eggs in a separate bowl so you don't accidentally end up with any shell in your butter and sugar mixture. Add those eggs to the butter and sugar one at a time, mixing well after each addition. Add in 1 tablespoon of fresh squeezed lemon juice. Your cookies are not going to taste like lemon. The lemon in the recipe is just gonna help activate that baking soda so that it can do its job and help those cookies get big and puffy and totally perfect. So you'll add the lemon juice right in, and then in goes the vanilla, 1 teaspoon of pure vanilla extract. Mix that all together until it's well combined, and now you're gonna take your dry ingredients and add those to the wet ingredients. Mix until your cookie dough comes together. Now we're gonna make that signature snickerdoodle topping. This is what differentiates just a plain buttery vanilla cookie from a snickerdoodle. And this snickerdoodle topping isn't just any snickerdoodle topping. We dress it up with sparkles. So you're gonna add 1/3 cup of granulated sugar and 2 teaspoons of ground cinnamon to a small bowl. And if you wanna make your snickerdoodles extra pretty, you're also gonna add right about 1 tablespoon of sparkling sugar. This just makes it glisten a little bit more in the light, adds a little bit more of a festive touch to it, and makes it extra irresistible looking. These sprinkles are optional, but highly recommended. If you are going to invest in the extra sprinkles, you're definitely gonna wanna put these ginger molasses cookies on your must-bake list too. Mix these ingredients together, set them off to the side, and let's scoop some cookies. You're gonna scoop heaping tablespoon-sized mounds of dough onto a baking sheet lined with either a Silpat or parchment paper. Make sure that you space your cookies at least 2 inches apart so they don't end up baking into one another. After you've got your cookie dough down, you wanna shape up any raggedy edges, and then we're gonna pick that dough up and we're gonna roll it around in our cinnamon sugar snickerdoodle topping. Pop those cookies right back onto the baking sheet where you had them, and you're gonna transfer them to a 375-degree oven and bake for right about 14 minutes. So the base of these snickerdoodle cookies is going to bake up really buttery with big vanilla flavor, very similar to our Christmas sugar cookie recipe. Probably gonna wanna check that out if you're baking this holiday season. Your snickerdoodle cookies are ready when you see the edges tinting a beautiful golden brown. Pull them out from the oven, let them cool slightly, and dig right in. It's perfect. I can't wait for y'all to try them so you can tell me how good they are.